Well, you can't compare the hobby to NFTs. A hobby's been here since
No.
1880, right?
Yep.
NFTs haven't gone through a single cycle. So people leaving the hobby or people coming in, that's happened since 1880. And yet this thing has stood the test of time. Yeah, we always say it's not like it used to be. And yeah, it's not like the run-up of 2020. We say that. We glamorize the past. But the hobby's going to be just fine. It's been just fine since 1880. In fact, it's been growing.
Yeah, I only look out for the folks who are listening to us who haven't seen that, or this is the first time they've seen kind of a run up and then the other side of a run up. And the point you're making is important for them to hear also, right? That this does happen. And look at those charts and look at the big run up and the whole deal. But we're doing fine. Zoom out, hang out, calm down, be here for a little while, and you'll see everything will be just fine.
And I would kind of like put a line down the middle of that page, and I'll say the hobby's been here since 1880, but shit is shit. Like if you buy shitty stuff and you sit on it and think it's going to appreciate over time, more than likely it's going to depreciate. But the collectible version or the collectible side of that page of the hobby, those are great investments. So your job is to figure out what it is that is going to be collected in the next 10 to 20 years and try to trade or move your way into those assets.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're 100% right.
Cage, do you remember the price I was buying Zion Prism bases when I got into the hobby? Before any run-ups, really. This was right at the end of $50.
$50.
Some guy was like, hey, do you know anyone that collects Zion-based Prism? Here's one for $30. But so this is Zion. So before any run-up, before the COVID run-up, before anything, this card was $50, 2019. Now it's $35. But you look at your Jordan PSA 10 with all of its ups and downs. You take that same time frame, it's up 6x, 3x, 5x.
It's whatever it is, it's an X, and it's doing fine. And it'll continue to do fine, I'm sure. Yeah, there are certain things that will stand the test of time. You got a story for me?
Yeah, but you tell me what you wanted to say first.
I was going to say, while doing this project, I used a heritage book that came to my house, the auction thing for their last auction that ended. And I found myself cutting out cards to put in PSA slabs, SGC slabs. And when I was done, I looked at the cards that I cut out. It's heritage. It's not a lot of ultra modern. So, take that for what it's worth. But there was a Chamberlain rookie. There was a Mantle. There was the Jordan rookie. There was a Mike Trout. There was a Bowman Chrome Brady rookie. You know what I mean? Like, when you say shit is shit, yeah. The other side to that is, there are certain cards that are going to be, investable for a long time. And my son will probably do a project like this with his kid one day, 30 years from now, 40 years from now. And some of the cards that I cut out will still be the cards that get cut out and put on it. Mantle rookie, maybe Wilt, Jordan, LeBron, Brady. They'll still be there. So, there is value in that, right? What do you got there? You got a little Michael Jordan? Little Jordan?
So I'm going to pull this card up because this card is as printed as you've ever seen, right? Like you could see, you could,
right?
90.
90?
Yeah. Okay. So this card, during its, this is the Last Dance run-up. It went ballistic in a PSA 10, almost at $1,000 for this card. So this card there's millions of this card printed. This is not a rare card by any means. Just the PSA 10 pop is $5,000 for this card. There's a ton in SGC. There's a ton in BGS. You'll find this card. There's a ton of raw. The point of this is if you take that same time frame, right? We'll go back to 12/16 is when I started buying Zion, right at the end of 2019. This in a PSA 10 was a $60 card. Even taking this chart out, this $1,000 PSA 10, it's a $280 card right now, $300 card.
So you could buy a PSA 10s of Michael Jordan in a card that's got 5,000 of them and still be 4 to 5 times your money.
So thank you all for listening to another episode of Lucas, Tigers, and Bronzo My. I wanted to tell you about a new service that we have starting as of today, and I'm really, really excited to bring it to you guys. So as a part of our partnership with SGC, we got 50 free submissions every single month. And many of you have taken advantage of that. And it's amazing that we could have the opportunity to 650 episodes, 675 episodes in, to go ahead and give back to our community. As people were sending those cards in, they asked, can we send 5, 10, 20 more cards to you guys? We'll pay for it, but we wanted them graded with SGC. You guys know SGC is turning cards around in 13 to 14 business days, have incredible customer service, and their secondary market values are going up day after day after day. And that's exciting for the hobby and exciting for the grading landscape. So we didn't want to just rush into it. We wanted to do it right. And what we did was I relocated here to Boca Raton, Florida. I opened up a P.O. box maybe 5 minutes away from SGC, and I will be hand delivering and hand picking up the cards. So you don't have to worry about anyone else touching your cards. It will be me, and I will update you every step of the way. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to personally pick up the cards from a P.O. box, prep them, new card saver, new penny sleeve, and deliver them to SGC every single Tuesday. Why Tuesday? Well, it lets the stragglers over the weekend come back through on Monday and gives me a day to prep, and it basically gives SGC the entire week to work on grading those cards. Once your cards pop, only then at the end of the process will you be paying for the service. It's $25 per card, simple as that, and the turnaround times have never been faster. We're hearing right now 13, 14, less than 20 business days. So there it is. 9170 Glades Road, number 135 is the P.O. box in Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. 9170 Glades Road, number 135, Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. Of course, you could shoot me an email or shoot me a text anytime, and I'm always available. Many of you already have my email. It's iamandrewgoldberg@gmail.com. or my cell phone number, 215-519-9154. Reach out with any questions. I could walk you through the process. I've hopped on the call with quite a few of you, and I'm happy to do that. Love you, Luca Nation.